What is going on YouTube? It's your boy ThunderBuddy29 here, and yep, I'm back today with another video. And today we are going to be doing a different kind of video, a video that was actually been requested for a long time. So today we are back on Tier Maker, but today we are going to be ranking Fortnite Battlepasses from worst to best. Starting with S tier, it means like best. F tier means worse, completely bad, garbage. And today we are going to rank all of them. Well, Season 4 of Chapter 3 is not on here yet because this tier maker is not updated as the time of Chapter 3 Season 4, but I'll talk a little bit about that in the end. But before I start, I just want to say I hope you enjoy these types of videos. If you do enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, make sure you share it with your friends as well, and click that little bell to not miss another video, and yeah. But anyways, now let's start. So let's start with the very first season. The season that started it all. Honestly, there was no Battle Pass then, so for that alone, I'm going to put that in the C tier. Honestly, there needs to be a separate category for season with no Battle Pass, but honestly, I'm just going to put that right there because it shouldn't be in this video. But now for Season 2, you know where that's going. Honestly, I just love this Battle Pass. It was very creative. The skins were actually, like, very memorable. Very OG. But one of my biggest regrets was not being able to get the Black Knight, because I bought it too late. But I'm very glad I got the Blue Squire. I mean, the Knight skins, you had Sparkle Specialist, and you had all these others in here. It was honestly just very creative, and it was a very, very good Battle Pass. Same here with Season 3. Even though they had a collab in there, but this was back then when collabs were like a once-in-a-while thing, or a special occasion thing. But overall, these space skins and all the items that came with it, and the season in general was all just awesome. I know I'm being too nice to Chapter 1 in the OG days, but I promise you it'll get better as time goes on. So now this, Season 4, I think the Battle Pass was alright. You had some good skins, you had some that were like, eh. But I still liked it, so I think I'm going to put that in B tier. Now the rest of these, I don't really care much for them. I mean, I did think these skins were like good and bad. You had some good items in it, but I just didn't really care much for them. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But the seasons overall were good seasons. You had great stuff around the map and all that, and you had great items, but Battle Pass wise, not so much. That's why I'm putting them in C tier. Now, Season 7. Even though I too thought this was a pretty great season, but Battle Pass wise, I honestly don't know. I mean, this was the first ever season that you had gun wraps, which is like camos that you can put on your guns. I liked that. And don't get me wrong, you had some stuff in this Battle Pass that were actually good. I honestly think, once again, this is just another C tier. It's not bad, but it wasn't good. And now for Season 8. Jesus, I don't even know. Like, I'm a mixture between C and D, but I think I'm going to put it in C. I mean, you had a couple skins that were good. A lot of the items were especially great. I like the crystal camo, and I like the hula hoops emote that they put in the end. And I liked all the other emotes as well. I mean, this was a decent battle pass, but it just wasn't as good wasn't as memorable as people hoped. Or as Epic hoped. Sorry, my wording is really bad today. And now Season 9. Now it starts to get worse. I'm going to put that in D tier. I mean, I just didn't really like the skins as much. I just didn't think this Battle Pass was as enjoyable. This was honestly the first Battle Pass I did not even buy. And in fact, I didn't even play this for half the season. I mean, you had a good summer event, but that doesn't really count for Battle Pass. I mean, if this was a season ranking, it would be F tier, but for Battle Pass wise, I think it deserves to be D. Now, Battle Pass wise, for Season X, honestly, everything about Season X was just terrible. Everything was just bad about it. I mean, from mechs and all that, I mean, you had some good items in there. But Battle Pass wise, it honestly just was not as good. And now, I think that's it for Chapter 1. Now we're going on to Chapter 2. And now, Chapter 2, Season 1. I mean, as much as the season for being boring and how much I put it in the C tier, honestly, this Battle Pass was actually a pretty good Battle Pass. I mean, you had some good skins, you had some good items for a fresh start for a fresh new chapter. I think for that reason alone, I think it deserves to be A tier. I think it was a pretty good Battle Pass. But the only thing that was bad was it being way too long, which was almost 2 seasons. And in fact, this was also the last Battle Pass that did not have to use a single crossover just to promote their game or to get people to freaking buy it. This was the last Battle Pass that had 100% creativity. And now we go on to Chapter 2, Season 2. Now, honestly, I didn't really care much for this Battle Pass. I mean, season-wise, if this was a season ranking video, I'd be putting it in A tier, but I think for Battle Pass-wise, it deserves to be D tier. I mean, yes, it had a couple of good skins in there. It only had a few. But the only reason why people would buy it is for Deadpool. That's the only reason why people would even buy it in the first place. It was basically, this was the first season that would be the beginning for many seasons to come of collab spamming. Like, for example, same thing with Season 3. Now, honestly, this is just a Battle Pass. I didn't really... Well, no, Chapter 2, Season 2 was the first Battle Pass I didn't even buy. And it would just be a streak that would continue on even until this day. I still feel the same way about this Battle Pass. I don't really care much for this. That's why I'm going to put it in the back of the D tier. And now for Chapter 2, Season 4. It's going F tier. Just kidding. I mean, as much as this being a freaking cash grab season because it's 100% Marvel and with a 100% Marvel Battle Pass, I'm not going to lie to you. At least most of the skins that they did were actually pretty good. At least they look pretty cool. But the only reason why I had a problem with it was for being a complete cash grab. But skin-wise, I think they were done pretty well. I think for that reason alone, I mean, even though the season in general would be F tier, but the Battle Pass wise and like how it was laid out and everything, I think it deserves B tier. I know I'm being a little too nice. I mean, for all the times I've shit on Chapter 2 Season 4, but for Battle Pass wise, I do give them that, and I do have to give it to them for at least making most of the skins well. Well, of course, there were like 2 of them that were roastable. You could rewatch that video from 2020 if you want, but yeah. And now we got Chapter 2 Season 5. Honestly, I don't know what to make of it. Honestly, it makes me want to change Chapter 2 Season 4. You know, honestly, no, Chapter 2 Season 2. Honestly, I'm going to move that up to C tier, and this is going D tier. Because this Battle Pass was complete dog shit. Honestly, a lot of the skins were trash, but I will give it to them. They at least, maybe 1 or 2 skins were actually cool. Well, one of the skins that was actually creative and didn't have to involve a crossover was actually pretty cool. Or at least it was decent in a way. And of course, this was the first time you had 2 crossovers in one Battle Pass. Well, if you don't count Chapter 2 Season 4. Because you had Predator as the secret skin later on, which of course I was like, I don't really care. Now, Chapter 2 Season 6. Fuck you, it's going F tier. This season was so bad in every category. Of course, this Battle Pass, it was complete dog shit. A lot of the items were terrible. The only skin that I thought was cool was the Jonesy in the middle. That's the only one that I thought was cool. But other than that, it was just complete dog shit. Now, Chapter 2 Season 7. I mean, as much as I've shit on this season, and like I said before, if this was a season ranking video, I'd be putting it in D tier, but Battle Pass wise, I don't know. I mean, of course, you had Superman in there, then you had Rick and Morty. I mean, I do think that they did those skins, at least they actually looked cool, but the only issue, once again, it was just a cash grab. And maybe you could say you had maybe 1 skin in there that was a custom that was actually okay. I'm honestly gonna put that in the top of the C tier. It was not that bad of a battle pass. And now season 8, the final season of chapter 2. I don't really give a shit about this battle pass. This battle pass was just so boring. Once again, boring. I mean, you had that pink unicorn, dude. It's like the freaking brony version of that cow from back in the barnyard. And then you had Demon Slayer. I'm just kidding. If you watch that video, don't actually take that shit seriously. Honestly, I just don't really care much for this battle pass. It just wasn't as exciting as I had hoped. Alright, so I think that's it for chapter 2. You actually had 2 that, so far, you've had 2 battle passes in chapter 1 that were perfect. You had 2 battle passes in chapter 2 that were good to alright, I guess. Alright, but now we got chapter 3. Now, honestly, I don't know what to make of this. I think it deserves B tier as well. I mean, season-wise, I think it would be F tier, but I think the Battle Pass was okay. I was very mixed about the Battle Pass. Of course, you had Spider-Man in there. I did like how they did that. Of course, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Of course, not surprised. You were definitely going to have that in there. And then you had one custom skin or maybe 2 that were actually okay. I honestly thought it was a decent battle pass for a start to a new chapter, of course. Alright, now we got chapter 3, season 2. Jeez, my wording is bad today. I'm gonna put that in C tier. I mean, I think it was an okay battle pass. I mean, most of the skins are trash, don't get me wrong. But of course, you had Prowler, then you had Doctor Strange. Of course, and then you had that one. Whoops, wrong one. I'm trying to think here. You had this skin. I don't remember what it was, but this guy right here, I think that was also an okay skin. That was the only custom skin I thought was okay, and then you had Doctor Strange and Prowler. But like I said, the only reason why I didn't like this battle pass was because of it being a cash grab, as always. Which I've become very repetitive with saying that word. My god. I need to work on that. But honestly, it was alright. Wasn't perfect, but it was bad. Alright, now chapter 3, season 3. Now honestly, this is F tier as well. This was just awful. This battle pass was just so fucking boring. There was only well, of course you had Darth Vader, Indiana Jones. Of course, those were the only 2 skins that were actually likable. The rest of the battle pass was just so forgotten. Nobody gave a shit about everything else in the battle pass. Darth Vader was the only reason why people would even buy it in the first place. Indiana Jones was eh. It was alright. A lot of the custom skins, though, I just didn't like them as much. They were not as likable or memorable. I know this is going to be a controversial video. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for some of these picks, but I honestly don't care. But some people are going to ask me, what do I think of Chapter 3, Season 4? Honestly, I would probably put it in the top of the C tier, but since it's not in this video because, like I said, this tier maker didn't update, I can't put it in here. But honestly, this is my overall thoughts of these battle passes so far. It might change as time goes on. Maybe I'll do another video next year, but we'll see. I know I'm probably going to get some backlash for this, but this is just 100% my opinion, so you can agree with me or disagree with me if you want to. But what do you guys think of this ranking? What would your guys' rank be? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And before I go, I want to officially announce ThunderBuddy29 YouTube channel now officially has channel memberships, which you can now join as high as 10 cents a day. Well, you could join the starter membership where you get a star on the side of your name, which will tell viewers that you are a channel member. You get priority replies to comments, or you get regular, and you get member shoutouts at the end of each video as a thank you for supporting the channel and priority reply to comments, and you get the same badges as well. You could join the channel membership today. I will put the link in the description below. But anyways, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for your continued support. I love you all to death, and you all are the best. Thank you all so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. And this is ThunderBuddy29. Sign off.